Hello everybody. It's been a while since I posted a video. I'm back in Illinois at the old brown shoe building, and I was able to get away for about 6 weeks. It's been a while since I posted a video. We had the holidays and then we had a major family event, so I was able to get back here for about 6 weeks. So I'm gonna try to be posting videos a little bit more regularly over my time here. So every time I come back here, the experience is kind of like a war with entropy. So if you don't stay on top, that's something I didn't take into consideration when we got this, that there is an enormous amount of work just to kind of maintain a baseline without the building and the property getting worse. So every time I get here, I have to spend about 2 weeks just maintaining all of this vegetation and stuff. So the good thing is that in the winter, it's much thinner and much easier to deal with. So I've been back several days now, and I've actually got the first bottom of this hill kind of all cleared out, and I've got this partially cleared out. I still need to go through that. And yeah, so anyway, I thought since the vegetation is a little bit clear, we can go on the other side of that ramp and check out what's back there. I like to explore around the property, and this ramp was added later. So this was, I think, some kind of a pump house or had some equipment in there, and then they bulldozed some ground up here and put a ramp in up to the overhead on the second floor. So if any of you guys are local from Charleston, maybe you can tell me way back in the day if this what was the deal with that, because it looks like that overhead door has always been there, but maybe that was added when they did the ramp. So if you know about that, leave a note in the comments and let me know if that was added later or what the deal with that is. So let's go back and check out what's back there. Okay, so I mentioned these in a previous video. These are some old industrial shelves, and I have a really cool idea for these, which I'm going to make a video about here pretty soon. Let me see if I can get back here. There's an old cast iron porcelain sink. That's kind of got the look that of an institution. So that was, I don't know if it was here in the factory or if it came from somewhere else, but it looks like it came from a school or a factory or something like that. And over here, this is an old fire door. It's cladded with tin, and it has these super heavy cast iron rollers. So that's kind of a popular trend at the moment, those barn sliding doors, and we have all the hardware here. There are a number of them throughout the factory, and I am very loath to remove any of them from the factory, but this one, because it's in such, the door is basically completely gone, I think I'll go ahead and remove this and dismantle it, and it can go into my antiques collection. So we've done quite a bit of work in here. It was mostly trash. Here's some old table legs, which I think I'll just cut off and turn into candlestick holders. It doesn't smell very fresh in there. So there's something kind of cool over here, which I think I've mentioned in a previous video. There are a number of these really old water valves around the property. And if you look here, you can see, let me see if I'm pointing that right. It says 1918 there. And the cool thing is that they still have these wrenches on them. And in 100 years, out of all the thousands of people that have been here, nobody's ever thought to kind of steal that. Yeah, I wanted to come back here because up on the ramp, somebody had laid a few things out, and clearly it had been dug from the ground back here. So I don't know what business anybody has here. I have one friend who comes from time to time to check the place out, and she knows the kind of stuff that I'm interested in, and it is kind of laid out, so I'm hoping that it was just her. But yeah, so here we are. Looks like this is just pretty much a depository for trash or things that people just wanted to disappear and never see again. This is a really cool old porcelain enamel steel farm sink. I'll have to pull that out. Somebody will be able to use that. And then, so one of the really depressing things is this this entire adventure kind of hits me in waves. Sometimes I stand back and think, oh my gosh, I have made so much progress here. And other times I'm just like completely overwhelmed. Looking at that wall is one of the moments when I feel a little bit overwhelmed. So if you notice around the top of the building, let me see if I'm actually got the camera pointed. If you notice around the top of the building is really old copper guttering. And it's got multiple holes. And everywhere there's a hole, you can see that, you know, for decades and decades, water has been running down the bricks. And basically, it just destroys the mortar between the bricks. So we've got to do a whole bunch of tuck pointing. And in the particularly egregious cases, it actually is a major risk to the structural integrity of the building. So these are top priority projects, these two windowsills. And then I'm thinking that I need to buy a bucket truck because as you know from previous videos, there are a whole bunch of issues with the roof that I have to fix. I need to get materials up to the roof, and I need to work on those gutters and the hundreds and hundreds of windowsills that are way too high to work on. So, and I know that it costs like over $1,000 just for a few days of renting a bucket truck. And with the amount of work that I've got to do, I think I have to make a hard decision between buying more materials for the roof and figuring out what I'm going to do about a bucket truck, because probably going to need our own. So yeah, that makes me cringe. So anyway, okay, so are we still filming? Yeah. So here we are back here. This is one of the giant dust collectors. Gosh, this is actually impossible to get through during the summer. You cannot get back here. But yeah, this is a giant dust collector. And I saw something interesting when I was standing up on the ramp. Oh yeah, here. This is like something from the top of an old smokestack. It looked more attractive when I was up there. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, here's another one of those valves. This particular one does not have the wrench that went with it, so somebody's got that. But really cool ladder that a pipe fitter made. So okay, so let's go up and see these couple things that somebody set out for me. It really is a mystery. Like, as gigantic as this place is, a lot of times I kind of have a sense of where things are, and I notice when something is kind of moved, and I think, that's weird. I did not leave that there. I did not move that thing, and something's going on. So we do have a bunch of cameras in the building, so hopefully we'll be able to get it all figured out. So here's what I found, and this was not here before, 100%. Okay, so industrial door panel piece, and this is the gallery for an industrial light, and I think there's a mounting bracket there for mounting over a door or something. And this this gallery is actually very interesting to me because those are the hardest components to find when you're refurbishing the old gas station lampshades and so forth. So I'll definitely get that put to good use. So, but yeah, somebody set that there knowing that I'd be interested in it, but the implication is that they were here digging around and stuff. So yeah, who knows what's going on with that. But okay, so back to the point. I'm back in the States, and I'm gonna be here for about 6 weeks, and I've got this like list of projects I'm gonna be doing, like some critical things that I have to get taken care of. And hopefully I'll be able to stick to that list and make some significant progress. And I'm going to start posting videos a little more frequently during this 6 weeks. So if you're interested in following along, definitely stop back and check it out. I actually have 600 subscribers on the channel, so I think I'm famous. I'm famous. And I guess I'm a genius. Keep telling yourself that, Chris. Keep telling yourself that. So, okay. So I'll see you soon.